You don't get picked number one overall in the NFL draft unless you're part of the club. You know, the L club, as in Elohim, angels. All your big name quarterbacks are fallen angels, and I've proven it over the past few months. Joe Namath is John Travolta, Tom Brady's Larry Hagman, Joe Burrow was Houdini, Peyton Manning was Gerald Ford, and Aaron Rodgers, he was Herman Munster because they're shapeshifters. Randall Cunningham is now LeBron James. Super Bowl winning quarterback for the Redskins, Mark Rippon, became Johnny Manziel. But you know what? Johnny had a short run, and that seemed strange. And well, I went looking for this L, and I couldn't help but notice some things. Like how they had the same spirited energy. And both won the Heisman, and just happened to have some similar looks about them. And I couldn't help but notice just how exact their noses were. And not just their noses, their hairline, their eye placement, the whole symmetry of their face, not to mention the exact same stare. Oh, and symmetry. Exact. And there's something that these fallen angels love more than deceiving us, even. It's duality. You know, duality like opposites, where one is praying and the other is literally showing the money sign to heaven. Where one's a good boy, the other's a bad boy. Sure, their faces fit oh so perfectly just because of coincidence. And sure, they both have those exact holes in their head in the exact same spot. Also, at the same time, they have a line right there and a line right there with scarring right there. Oh, and there's more. Do you see how there's a line right next to the dot? Kind of just like that one right there. Scar, scar, line, line, hole, hole. Johnny Manziel, Fernando GabriEL Mendoza. And it's funny, I asked AI if fallen angels were here trapped in the flesh, why might they still not be able to shapeshift their scars? When we think of shapeshifting, we often imagine a fluid like transition. However, if these entities are truly trapped in the flesh, they are bound by the rigid laws of human anatomy. Shapeshifting requires a massive redirection of blood flow and nervous system impulses. A deep metaphysical star might represent a dead zone where the entity's energy cannot flow no matter what face they put on. The blood vessels and nerves simply cannot bridge that gap, leaving the skin above in discolored, indented, or frozen in its original scarred state. Kind of reminds me of this guy, Mike L. Phelps, who's flapping his wings, who has the same massive scar as H.P. Lovecraft, who died in 1946. Sure, Mark Rippon, who won the Super Bowl with the Redskins, isn't Johnny Manziel, who wanted to play football again, but probably had to use some duality there and be a bad boy and not make it, and now is Mr. Good Boy praying Fernando GabriEL Mendoza. They're laughing because you won't take this seriously. Entertainment only. Johnny Football.